Giyuu versus Kyojuro. Who is stronger? What if Giyuu was the one who faced Agasa instead of Kyojuro? How would have their battle have went? And finally, if the two had a 1v1 battle to the death, who would win? To start things off, let's talk about the Mugen Train arc and how Giyuu would have handled it. The good thing about this situation is there is a character that fought both of them, and even though they both got clapped very easily, we can still learn a lot from their encounter with Agasa. When Agasa and Kyojuro first fought, Agasa was the first Upper Moon we have seen in the story. At the time, Kyojuro was really built up to be this stoic and very powerful Hashira who was brave, and he displayed a great mastery over his swordsmanship in that battle, and he really put on a great show for all of us. He really poured his entire being into trying to defeat Agasa, and even though he lost, he won by saving everyone on the train and not letting a single person die. Kyojuro's death was almost unexpected. I remember reading it and feeling so empty, and when the movie came out, my feelings for this character grew tremendously, and something in my head started to turn and some screwballs started to move, and that were, wow, what if he survived in this battle? How would that have helped the Demon Slayer Corps in their hardest battle against Muzan? On the other hand, we have Giyuu Tomioka, the first Hashira we have met in the story, and a character who without a doubt is one of the most popular characters in the series and has definitely garnered a lot of fans, that's for sure. If we have learned anything in fiction and in anime, when there's a lot of fans, and I mean die-hard fans of a character, there is going to be a lot of toxicity, and one of those being that there are a lot of the fan base that think that Giyuu is the strongest Hashira just because he is their favorite. He is not. When it comes to feat wise in the story, he isn't. When it comes to power, he is not also. But that being said, he is no pushover. One of two of the last two Hashiras who have made it alive in the last battle against Muzan. Giyuu is a very powerful swordsman indeed. So how are we going to compare the two characters? Well, for me, it is pretty straightforward. Put Giyuu in the Mugen Train arc and compare him to Agasa, and put Rengoku in the final arc and give him the Demon Slayer mark, and compare the two as followed. For starters, if Giyuu was placed in the Mugen Train arc, things would not have been the same. Kyojuro's Breath of Flames were almost perfect matchup to fare against Agasa, a fighter who uses his agility and combination with his shockwaves to fight. Also, the fact that at the time Kyojuro did not have his Demon Slayer mark, so we can't give Giyuu a Demon Slayer mark either. And as we saw in the fight of Giyuu and Tanjiro versus Agasa, Giyuu legit stood zero chance without his Demon Slayer mark. On the other hand, Kyojuro somewhat kept up with Agasa and even managed to hold him down with his bare hands while he was impaled in the chest. Also, the underlying fact that during Giyuu's fight with Agasa, he had a Tanjiro who was at the time Hashira level to back him up with a completely mastered Demon Slayer mark, See-Through World, and his Hinokami Kakura also completely mastered. You put Kyojuro and give him a Tanjiro who has all of that, and the answer is very simple. He wins against Agasa for me. So, to answer the question of who would win between the two, I would say Giyuu. Unfortunately, we do not live in a world of what ifs, and we have to only look at what the story has given us for context. Giyuu, after being almost on death's door against Agasa's fight, still went on to help in the fight against Muzan. And what edged this fight out for me was when every single Hashira was out of the fight and Tanjiro had become a demon, the ultimate demon, Demon King Tanjiro. He was still able to not only save the Kakushi, who was about to be turned into a kebab, but also somewhat hold down Tanjiro. When it comes to feat wise in the story, easily Giyuu is the stronger character, but swap the two characters' position within the story, and Kyojuro is easily the stronger of the two. Especially give Kyojuro the same Tanjiro that Giyuu had for backup in the Agasa fight. I'm really interested to hear who you guys think would win, because this is honestly something that's kind of fun. Comparing two characters who never fought, who have no reason to fight literally, is just fun, isn't it? Let me know in the comments if you would like to see Giyuu versus another character or another characters face off each other. And make sure to watch this video of who would win Agasa versus Kyome. That being said, until next time, thanks for watching.